What a unique adventure from Serbia's vibrant capital of Belgrade through to delightful Sofia in Bulgaria. In the middle, romantic Romania, alluring Transylvania, the Carpathian Mountains and Wallachia. We start with 2 nights in Serbia's beautiful capital, Belgrade, with its beautiful parks and alfresco dining. Moving on, we visit ancient castles like Golubats, built to defend Europe's biggest gorge. We cruise through the Danube's iron gates and see a monstrous rock carving of a Dacian king. We take in fascinating Lipinski Vir, 9,000 years old, Europe's oldest settlement, and later dine at dusk on a terrace overlooking the Danube. We visit the strange Nagotin wine villages where people do not live. These centuries-old villages only exist as wine-producing houses. We are here for lunch and a wine tasting, of course. Next, Romania, a land rich in history, culture and colour. To Timisoara for 1 night before staying 3 nights in enchanting Sibiu. This city will delight you. Founded by Saxons 800 years ago, it has 3 elegant interconnecting pedestrian squares, and we have made sure you have plenty of time in stunning Sibiu. Next, the perfect gem city of Sighisoara that will stimulate you. Birthplace city of Vlad Dracul, otherwise known as Vlad the Impaler, this fortified medieval town is a perfectly intact 16th century gem. Cobbled streets lined with colourful burger houses, narrow alleys, cafes, and might I, somewhere timeless. Sighisoara is an absolute highlight. Next, beautiful UNESCO-listed Viskri with its fortified church and perfectly preserved 800-year-old Saxon village. Time for a coffee. The next 3 nights are spent in the wonderful mountains above Brazov. Tonight, a special treat in a local forest restaurant to dine Transylvanian style. What fun! Here we visit the Liberty Bear Sanctuary, the largest animal welfare project in Europe, a haven for mistreated bears. In the late afternoon, we enjoy a private guided tour of Bran Castle, including its torture exhibition. Now it's time to take a seat, as we have included dinner in Queen Maria's Tea Room restaurant, located in the beautiful gardens of Dracula's famous castle. Anyone for a steak? A dinner to die for. We will also visit the incredible fortified church of Prejmo, which will intrigue and amaze you. This church has a fortified tunnel which emerges in front of a small, quite ordinary village church, but which is surrounded by a whole village of rooms built up over 4 stories, embedded inside the walls, all with interconnecting ladders, wooden walkways. It's astounding. Travelling south, we visit Peles Royal Castle with its extravagant interior, before staying in Bucharest for 2 nights with a visit to the utterly enormous Palace of Parliament. Entering Bulgaria, we reach the ancient empire capital of Veliko Tarnovo with its enormous fortress. Here we enjoy My Time, a wine tasting, and experience an amazing sound and light show. At Shipka, the beautiful monastery sits on a hill, with the sun reflecting off its gilded domes, and inside it is all golden icons and candelabras. Later, in Kazanlak, we visit a 4th century BC beehive Thracian royal tomb with glorious frescoes and paintings. And lunch is included in a rose distillery, complete with a rose amphitheatre, and where you'll enjoy dessert which is actually made using rose petals. The next 2 nights are in Plovdiv, with its buried Roman hippodrome and winding stone-paved streets, and the last farewell night is spent in pretty Sofia, Bulgaria's capital. But there's so much more to this tour than historical sites and visits. There is a feeling, particularly in Romania, like stepping back in time, where churches have fortifications and the old sits above the new, or nearly new, where horses still pull carts on the roads and drag semi-modern farming equipment across fields, where haystacks are piled up the old way so lovers can hide. As you pass through centuries-old Saxon-era villages, you will see hundreds of old roadside water wells and other wells dressed lovingly in quaint town squares. In those same villages, every terraced house has giant doors, some so old and battered, some standing out in bright colours. Many now are much more modern, but always proving every Romanian's home is their castle. Dense thick forests hide wild wolves and bears, and beautiful meadows which stretch to the Carpathian Mountains boast rampant colourful wildflowers bursting from every corner. Romania is antiquity. It is a photographer's dream, and as of yet it feels undiscovered. Now add Serbia and Bulgaria. What an awesome tour. Come join us.